Today we're going to talk about a strategy known as name selling. Oftentimes when we're working with lists, there's not a lot of commonalities, and that's one of the main reasons why sometimes we don't have a very good response rate, is because commonalities don't exist between us and the prospects. That's one of the factors that helps us get a better response rate. So a commonality may be you've worked at the same company, maybe you live on the same street, you may have the same preference of sports teams. And so creating commonalities makes it a little bit easier to create rapport. But sometimes it's difficult to create to help demonstrate the commonality, because a lot of times they don't give you the chance to actually connect with them and create that relationship. And so what name selling does is it helps create instant commonalities by finding individuals to prospect to that have the same first name or the same last name. And what this does is it just makes it a little bit easier to connect and create relationships, especially when they instantly see that common factor. To get started, the easiest way to create one of these lists is if you go to LinkedIn, you can go to the search bar, but we're not going to search in the search bar. You're going to click on the search bar, and then below that you'll see people, and then from there on the far right-hand side you want to click on all filters. So again, click on search, click on people, and then click on all filters. It's a little bit buried, primarily because Microsoft and LinkedIn don't like us to use this advanced filter, but it's there for us to use. So when you get here in the top right-hand corner, you'll notice that you can separate the fields based off of first name and last name. And this is where we're going to be able to find every LinkedIn member that has the same first name or last name. Now, I don't recommend finding someone with the exact same name. That may feel a little bit creepy for them. But if you do find people with the same first name or last name, especially if you have a unique last name that not a lot of people have, you'll have a much better response rate. Now, you don't necessarily have to reach out to everybody. You can definitely filter by title. What this does is it will make it a little bit easier to find prospects that are in the same space. But again, this makes connecting and prospecting a lot easier. It's somewhat of a smart list. Now, on a side note, if you are doing what we call opinion-based sales, where you're basically engaging with people and asking them questions in order to start a dialogue, if you have the flexibility to change your title, let's say you're a business owner and you want to wear a different hat, and it's easiest to connect with people if you have the same title as them. And so if you're reaching out to CFOs and you wear a CFO hat at your company, if you're a small business, or but in any case, if you have a similar title, you'll find that it's much easier to engage and connect with the prospects that you're working with. Now, going forward, once you see your results, and really what you're trying to do is just try to connect with individuals. Some of these people you may know, they may be family members, some of them may not, but the fact that you share a first or last name will make it much easier for you to build those relationships, and people will be much more likely to respond and engage with you. So again, this is just a quick, easy way of connecting with new clients and getting a higher response rate. So that's everything for today. Again, it was a quick training, but hopefully that will give you some ideas on making it a little bit easier to find and connect with customers.